Hello guys, this is Braden from Braden Productions back again today here with another video. So today, we are doing something a little different, something that we haven't done in a very long time. We are doing a World Conqueror 3 mission walkthrough. Why? Well, the real reason is that we need to get the views up. You know, we're not doing too good right now, but also, I want to give y'all some help, because I know y'all play this game too, at least some of you, because it's like a decent part of our channel, you know? We play this game a lot, you know? So, I am doing a walkthrough a long time ago, like 3 years ago. It's still up on the channel, though I don't recommend the video, it's kind of crappy, but I did a walkthrough of NATO Mission 1, Red Shadow, so I thought might as well do Mission 2, Mediterranean War. At least that's what I think it is. And I am not using the ion cannon, and the only pay-to-win thing here is Eisenhower. I bought Eisenhower, but other than that, I didn't spend any other money on the game, you know. I earned my generals, my other generals, and my tech level fair and square. And my tech level is like mid, it's like level 6, level 7 across the board. So assuming you just unlock this mission, and your tech level's a little crappier, and your generals aren't as good, you know. Sorry for the long pause there, you know. You should still be able to complete the mission with a 1-star. I get a 3-star, but I got a 1-star when my tech level was much crappier, as you can see at the beginning of the video when I'm in my HQ or whatever, on the campaign map, whatever you want to call it. So basically the game plan is that you send the heavy tank and the field artillery north to Greece to help save your allies, and you send the rest of your force to Syria to take out that Egyptian general on Jerusalem, and then you head north into Turkey, because Turkey will inevitably fall. Ankara will fall. That Soviet general on the Super Heavy doesn't mess around. He will take the city. Alright. So the game plan, essentially, is just to take Syria, like take Jerusalem and get a foothold in Europe as fast as possible. Usually what I do in terms of Europe, if you're confused on what to take, you probably shouldn't start with the city in Bulgaria because Boris is on it, or at least he's right next to it. What? Yeah, he's right next to it. You should take the level 1 city in Yugoslavia. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty valuable to have a place where your generals can heal when they're in the fight and stuff, so I'd recommend taking it. Plus you can spam light infantry out of it if you have to, like. So, yeah, where you position the units here, it's important. You know, you have to spend your money wisely and split it among the two fronts. But there is one mission, I might do it in the future, that I absolutely hate, where it's like that times 50,000. It's called NATO Mission 4, Sea Road. If you need help on that one, there's no guarantee I can help you. It took me like 50 tries, and even then I like barely won. Like, maybe it's different now because my tech level has gone higher and I'm on like the alien missions now. Granted, I can't get past the first alien mission because my generals suck too much. Problem with the American generals in this game, in my opinion, I'm trying to do only American besides the custom generals, at least on this save file. And the problem is the Americans just don't have any good artillery generals in this game. They have good air generals, they have good naval generals, and they have pretty decent infantry generals, but they have no decent air generals. Not air generals. They actually have pretty good air generals. They don't have any decent artillery generals, and in terms of like tank generals, other than Devers, Bradley, and Patton, there isn't really many good ones, and those ones are all pretty expensive, so I can't really afford them. Oh yeah, don't you just love when that happens, when your ally just takes the city you spent so long working for? It's okay though, I take the next city up, but good grief. I could have spammed field artillery out of that, but no, I didn't get to do it. I had to take the city in northern Syria, which, granted, I think it's worth more money. It makes more income per turn, but it still would have been nice to have that level 2 factory, you know? Why did Turkey have to paradrop into it? Turkey wasn't gonna do anything useful. Yeah, just checking my general stats. They're not as upgraded as I would have wanted them to be. Like, you know, I definitely could have them better, but it's hard to get medals in this game, especially if you don't have any of the wonders. Like, there's wonders. What you can do is you can basically cheese the system, and there's, like, wonders that if you, like, beat the conquest in, like, a certain number of turns, you can get, like, a wonder that, like, it gives you a certain amount of medals every 80 days. Then you can just leave your game open overnight or something, and then you can have, like, literally hundreds of medals, technically speaking, like, theoretically. So, if you don't know, in this game, one in-game day is 24 seconds in real life. Each hour is a second. So 80 days, that would be... Okay, so let's round it up to 30 seconds. Alright, so that would be roughly 40 minutes. It would be between like 30 to 40 minutes. So that would be... Let's say you have the worst of the wonders. So you get one medal every 80 days. Alright. Let's say you leave your game open while you sleep. The average person gets like 8 hours of sleep, right? So you would have... Hold on, let me do a little math. Alright. Alright, 40, 80, 120, so that's 3 hours. 160, 200. I think that's 4 hours, right? Let's say you roughly have 10 medals. Okay, that's the estimation we're going with here. 10 medals. It's still not a lot, but, you know, if you do that a whole bunch of times, I think it technically could work. You know, it's a pain in the butt. One thing I like about this game, like how it's set up, is after you beat the Cold War missions, you get 1,000 medals for free. You know, it's almost like Easy Tech realized, hey, it's a pain in the posterior to get medals. Might as well, you know, give them 1,000 free medals because they're gonna face aliens who are way stronger than any of the enemy countries. You know, I have that mod that I made with weather coverage. We've updated it a lot since I last played it on the channel, but in that it's not that we nerfed the aliens. It's just that we strengthened everything else. So it feels like the aliens have been nerfed. And yeah, the alien conquest in the campaign is actually decently easy as long as you deal with the alien fortresses properly. The alien fortresses are going to be a pain in the butt no matter what. I'd like to point out I'm not talking about my walkthrough. Well, I mean, y'all can see what's happening on screen. You know, slow down the video if you have to. Like, do whatever you need to do. Like, I'm just kind of rambling, as I usually do. You know, in terms of, so channel update time. So in terms of content, we're going to have AFONA 6 coming out hopefully before February 15th. That's the hope anyway. And then, February 15th, for those of you who don't know, I said on my community page it was a special day, but I didn't clarify what it was. I just said if you know, you know, because that's how I am. You know, February 15th is actually the anniversary of Braden Productions. We got our start as Braden Tube on February 15th, 2016. Yeah, the channel about page will tell you like March 2014 or something like that. Don't listen to that. That's not true at all. I think that's like when my Google account was created, but other than that, I have genuinely no guess as to where YouTube got that date from. I did not have a YouTube channel until like 2016. Alright? Actually, 2016 exactly. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, Am I a teenage girl who uses too much Chinese spyware app now? Actually, I can't really blame TikTok for that. Teenage girls have always been speaking like that. Ignore my rambling. Okay, I'm weird. Alright? That's the entire that's my persona on YouTube. I'm just a weird guy who rambles over videos, you know? And it kinda works out for me. Oh, by the way, I love how Novikov says, "The enemies will tremble at the muttering of my name," or something along those lines, and it's like, dude, you're losing. Okay, we're one nuke away from winning the mission. You need to, you know, take a chill there, you know? Yeah, as you can see, we're pretty close to winning, you know? As you noticed, I saved one of my generals for once I had a foothold in Europe. So what I did was, I got my units landed in Europe. Then I took Jerusalem, and I just... Actually, did I paratroop from Jerusalem, or did I paratroop from Ankara? No, it must have been Jerusalem. Yeah, it was Jerusalem. Sorry, I'm kind of been too distracted by my rambling, where I haven't really been paying close attention to the video. That's on me. Yeah, so I paratrooped onto Greece with motorized infantry. Then I put Kruger on that. Kruger, he's a decent infantry general. That's what I was saying, that the Americans have some decent infantry generals. He's 4 stars, and he has the infantry expert perk, whatever it's called. So what you want to do here, basically, is you just put your air general on Ankara, you make a nuke, then you just nuke that city in the Caucasus. Because you see Zhukov right there? Yeah, he doesn't mess around. You try to fight him, Unless you have a general with like a lot of health, he will one-shot you. Or if it's like a super heavy, he'll like 2 or 3 shot it, alright? He doesn't mess around. So the best course of action, if your tech is upgraded high enough, I'm not sure if it would work with the early level paratroopers or not. As you can see, I have a range of 8, so it works for me. Yeah, you just nuke that city, because it's just too much of a pain in the butt to get your units through there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won. Now you know how to beat it. Join us next time when we do the Middle Eastern campaign, whatever it's called. It's like Energy Crisis, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Braden, out.